Tonight, it's Madden NFL football. Super Bowl 57.
And the talk is over. We're set for the big one. Super Bowl 57. Away we go from Arizona.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Another run here with Dobbins. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Consecutive runs of 6 yards gives him a 1st and 10.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Big Kenny Clark that time pushing upfield to make the tackle for loss. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Here's Jackson. Steps away to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know it's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time. And I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do, but when you have to think about your assignments against him, it often slows down your feet. You don't move as fast. You've got to be prepared for this guy every step of the way and then try and match his athleticism.
Jackson finding his tight end Andrews for the Ravens' 1st down. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. First carry now for Justice Hill. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And Jackson's so tough to stop. He's got a 1st down, and he gives himself up there at the end. A good pickup there, a 22.
And cue the applause, and there it is for him, the mark he's been aiming for all season long. 1,000 yards. Just a 3rd quarterback to reach that milestone. joining Lamar Jackson and Michael Vick. That's a season's worth of work and a huge commitment to get him the touches that he needed to make that happen. Congratulations.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. A chance for the first points of this Super Bowl. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to pound it in with Hill. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
And they'll try to pound it in with Ricard. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. A big one here early in this Super Bowl. It's 3rd and goal. Again, it's Ricard, the fullback. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Patrick Ricard punching it in from a yard away. And the Ravens are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude, and you know, I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handled winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things. And then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team their best chance to win.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now it's 2nd and 9. Now it's Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. Finding room at midfield. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
That turns into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
Well, welcome back to the date on the calendar we circle every year. Super Bowl Sunday. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis here with you as we get set to begin quarter 2. 2. 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2  2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 first down. Rodgers. He'll find Jones again, complete. He'll get it inside the 20. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. To throw is Rodgers. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And it goes down. Odafe Owe, the outside linebacker, dropping him for a loss of 6.
First and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on second and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Throwing now is Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown.
Robert Tonyan,
a 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Packers are an extra point away from tying this Super Bowl at 7. Their first passing touchdown of the ball game, and they go to the big tight end in those sure hands, and he provides the score.
Certainly looked like they were focused on taking away other weapons, and he certainly made them regret that because he found the soft spot, ended up taking it to the end zone. Nice throw, too, to complete the play.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. To throw is Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Now Jackson on first down.
And he'll go right back to Andrews.
Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll bring up second down.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch it, turn upfield, and pick up the first down.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson forced out to his left. It's complete to Tavon Austin. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 33. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Two minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And Jackson throwing once more. Flush to his right.
And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Quay Walker. And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 33.
He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Rodgers to throw.
They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Yeah, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
After the interception, here's Jackson, eluding the pressure right.
That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down. They'll run the option left. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. On 2nd down, Hill. And a short gain down to about the 33. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Throwing is Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Aaron Stokes. And the Packers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing is Rodgers.
Watson has it. What a catch.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 38-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And through one half at least, this Super Bowl has been everything it was cracked up to be. All tied. What's your key for them, Charles, in the second half?
Simplicity, partner, because in the Super Bowl, with the extra time at halftime, I think some staffs get caught up in trying to design too many things. It's all tied up. They have to remember what they did to get here, put that back into play here in the second half, and I think they'll be all right.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers rolling to his right. And his throw is incomplete.
It'd be interesting to see what he decides to do the next time he's in the position we just saw there. Outside of the pocket, takes a throw downfield, it turns up incomplete. I wonder if next time he might take off and run.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback because everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers.
Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs.
And defensively, Baltimore's in a dime look here on 3rd. Now Rodgers. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard.
And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Jones. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Second down, another shot for Jones.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Now a first down carry by Jones.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On second down, it's Jones. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for first.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. On play action, Rodgers on the move to his left.
Throwing left side, and Watson has it. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
They'll run it with Jones. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth. Just enough push up front. He only needed about 6 inches. He didn't get a whole lot more than that.
No, but he made sure he got enough so they didn't have to worry about measuring it or making it even close. Ends up picking up a couple of yards in a situation, as you noted, where he only needed inches.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on fourth. Here's first and 10.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They'll go again to Jones. And a short gain down to about the 33.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're not doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. So first and 10 now from the 30.
Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon.
And some space here. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Now Jones. 5 yards, a good run there, and now second and goal. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now second and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try to put it in that way.
They'll try again with Jones. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. They'll try to run it in with Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Aaron Jones taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Packers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Just one more quarter remains in the season-long race for the Lombardi Trophy here at Super Bowl 57 from Glendale.
We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd and 7, Jackson. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. He'll get this up to about the 44.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he's trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Being chased, and he's going to go down again. Jaron Reed. 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down.
How about that, partner? His 2nd sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This will be fielded at the 17.
Well, a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards.
And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A 1-score game, 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 74 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They'll They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Again, it's Jones. And he gets it down to the 32. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. And he'll go down at the 28. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Running right, Jones. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far, they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Time for this one final knee to put a bow on this title bout.
I don't know why we did it, but we went to their final walkthrough for some reason. And what did we see? Their last play in walkthrough was taking a knee and celebrating winning a Super Bowl. They want that visualization. They did it for real.
Yeah, they just scripted it out. Defense can't stop the clock, and they can watch the final seconds tick. And the Lombardi Trophy is going back home. The Green Bay Packers are your Super Bowl champions. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. And what a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.